I'm literally stressing right now. Ayo, it's poppin', guys. It's the bestie here, back with another video. Thanks for coming back. So today, as you can see, I am barefaced. I decided that for this video, I will be putting on my makeup and telling you guys a story time. For those of you who do know, Kai just released his music video for Peaches that came out about 2 days ago. And I was just like, wow, this is a bop. So let me just tell my experience. And disclaimer, I'm also not a beauty guru. The way I do my makeup is just how I do it. It's not necessarily the way you're supposed to do it, so don't come for me. She cute. So let's take this back to 2019. I had an audition. I really didn't want to go to this audition because it was like kind of far, and I knew I was just gonna have to drive all the way there early in the morning, buku in the morning, and just be there for like 2 seconds and then leave. I had to put on like old school clothes. I went there, they were like, okay, pose, okay, you're done. And I was late to this casting too because I was looking for parking because this was like downtown LA. A month or so after that, this is when I like kind of like deleted the site that I was using at the time. And I'm getting like an email and a call that's like, oh, we've been trying to reach you
concerning your car's extended warranty.
This is our like last time, or we won't like reach out to you again. It's regarding like a booking. And then I messaged them back and I was like, hi, this is Brandy, like you guys called about like a booking or whatever. And then they were like, yeah, Brandy, we've been trying to like reach you about like, you know, the thing that you applied for. So I'm like looking in my email and then I find it, I was like, oh, I thought I didn't get this. Which usually happens, you like audition for something and then they email you like 3 months later, hey, just checking, are you still free to do this? I'm like, yeah, I'm still free. So I get to the casting and we had to sign all these NDAs. So I was like, ooh, like who we shooting for? Like Barack Obama? Like what's going on? We get on set, and mind you, this is an overnight shoot. It's 3 days overnight, and I did not know that until I got like the call time, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be an overnight shoot. So the first day was like pretty chill. We made a couple friends. Food was really good as well. Like, damn, that food was so good. Like, Gucci, if you need me back, like call me, because it had like shrimp and grits, and I was like, ooh, like we get as much as we want here. I was at that food truck like 24/7. Like when we weren't filming, I was at that food truck because it was so good. So it was for Gucci sunglasses. They had like the main models there, and then they had like us, which is like the background models, but also like, you know, to fill the scene. Now, like with every booking, I just try and like keep my head down, get the money and leave, you know, because it was like a long day, like so many hours, probably like 8 to 10 hours at night, and we usually got done at like 6-7 a.m. in the morning. So it was like day 2, and I was waiting for all the other actors, all the other models to get done like their one scene. At this point, it was like 2 or 3 a.m. I was so done with today because literally it was like so freaking long, and I was tired. I was walking around and I was just like, oh my gosh, I really just want to leave. I remember I was sitting down in my chair like this. You know when you're trying to keep yourself awake, but you're just in that constant like. So meanwhile, I am like about to fall asleep and I hear this commotion and like coming from the window, and I'm thinking, oh, what's going on? Like, are we done? Like, are we wrapped? I didn't really think anything of it. So I slowly like lift my head up and I'm looking at a commotion, and like these group of people just came in, and I'm just like, oh, is there like another model who's like shooting with us? I'm staring and I'm like, is that? Wait a minute, is that who I think it is? And at this point, I'm still like, you know, I'm still like tired, but like my mind, when I was like, Kai, I don't know what happened, I got a burst of adrenaline hit me, and I like stood straight up. I was staring so hard. I was like, oh my gosh, is that Kai? Like, am I tripping? Like, am I like delusional because I'm like so tired right now? And I see like the top of his hat, one of them flat cat pat things. He's like walking with his little entourage, and I'm just like following him with my gaze, and I'm just like, that's Kai right now. Like, what is he doing here? Y'all, when I tell you, I was so confused. I didn't know what was happening right now. At this point, my heart was racing. Adrenaline was pumping through me. I was nervous. I don't know what's going on. I just like came out of my freaking zombiness that I was in. So I get up and I'm just like walking over, not like walking over to him, but walking over to my friend that I made on set. And I'm just like trying to play it cool because I'm still working. So, you know, I gotta be professional. Lo and behold, it is Kai. And I'm just thinking, what is he doing here? So I walk over to where they had him sitting, because they had him sitting at some like director's chair right in the beginning. And I was like, okay, cool. Here's my chance to go over. But then they called him, he had to shoot. And I was like, all right, whatever. This man is gorgeous. Damn. And so, telling my friend, I'm like, yo, this one K-pop like idol that music I listen to, he's here. And then he's like, who? Because I listen to K-pop too. And I was like, you listen to K-pop? Like, if you don't, did you not just see this boy come? And then I gave him the benefit of that. I was like, oh, maybe he doesn't listen to EXO. And I was like, he's from EXO. And he's like, EXO? I love EXO. And I'm like, I know you lying. I know you lying, because if you love EXO, I know you would have scanned and saw him come right in. And then I told him it was like Kai. And he's like, oh, Kai was here? Where? And I'm like, what's shit?
The nigga was too stunned to speak.
And so then I pointed him out, and he's like, where? I was like, with the red hat. He's like, that's not Kai. And I'm like, that's Kai. And he's like, no, that's not Kai. And then like, he got me thinking, is that Kai? Like, was I tripping? Was I delusional? But then I was like, no, I'm not going crazy. Like, I know what I saw. And so then he came back into view, and then it was Kai. I was like, yeah, look, it's Kai. And then my friend starts like freaking out. He's like, oh my God, it's Kai. I was like, yeah. So they call us all over. He's like breaking down what we need to do. I just so happened to be in this like one spot chilling, and then Kai comes over and sits down like right in front of me. I literally wanted to say something, but me and my chicken self, I was like, I'm not even gonna say nothing right now because I can't. Like, I don't even know what I would want to say, but I can't. I literally can't say anything. So they take us to the middle part where we're like modeling. It was, since it was for like sunglasses, I don't know the concept. It was like old school. We were doing it at Amoeba Music. The director was like placing all of us, and I was just like, can you place me over there? Like, where kind of that, if you don't mind. He didn't, so whatever, it's fine. At this point, like, I have calmed down. I was like, all right, like, I seen him, he's cool. Now, like, let me continue on with my professionalism. And I was like, buy the CDs. And the director like asked me for my name. So my name is Brandy. He's like, okay, cool. So Brandy, you're gonna stand here and you're gonna walk behind Kai and then go to the other side. And I was like, okay, like I could do that. I could do that, like right here. And then the camera, like I'm here, Kai's here, and then the camera's here. And the camera's gonna be following Kai this way. And I was gonna be walking this way. So I was like, bet, I got you, like no problem. When it started, there were like action, and then Kai walked, and then like I walked, and then I was just like looking around, you know, like trying to get my face in the camera, but also like not, because for those of you who do like modeling, you know why, but for those of you who don't, if you're doing like kind of like a commercial or like campaign type of thing, if there's like an initial payment that you get for like being on set and stuff like that, but then there's like a buyout. So if your face is shown in the final edit, then you get the buyout, which is usually a whole lot more money. So I was trying to slick my face in there because I'm trying to get this buyout, you know? And so I'm like walking, and I'm just like, you know, it's like looking around. And so they yell cut, and then they switch our positions. And so then they switch me and they take me there, this like other place. And then the director's like, okay, Kai, I want you to walk behind Brandy and then just look at the CDs like around her and stuff. And I was just like, so he knows my name. He knows my name now. Okay, that's weird. I don't know why I did this, but instinctively when the director said that, I like turned around and I was like, I'm Brandy. And I was like so mad at myself because I was like, dang, I really just wanted to be like, 안녕하세요, fan of EXO, but I didn't. I didn't. I like chickened out like I usually do when I'm trying to talk Korean, because why not? So we were each at our respective like locations, and Kai was just like over there by himself with his manager, and then his manager left. And then like music just randomly started playing, and Kai was just like dancing, just like in his own little world, just dancing to himself. And I thought it was so cute. I was like, oh, like I don't want to interrupt this like moment, because this is when we had like a little bit of downtime and no one was really doing anything because they were like setting up the camera. And I was like, I really don't want to ruin this moment, so I'm just gonna like chill, stare off into space, low-key staring at him, you know? Just letting kind of stuck, low-key. So then while Kai was just like in his own little world, I was like chilling. Then the director was picking a couple of us like models to model next to Kai. And like, of course, like obviously I wasn't gonna get picked. I already knew that. They were like, it was kind of like a cool shoot, but they picked like my friend to go model next to him, and I was like, okay, cool. I was just like standing on like the sidelines chilling. And when they got done, there was this girl sitting in his seat, and I was like, I wonder how this is gonna play out. Like, is he gonna tell her to like get up? Like, what's gonna happen? And so then he gets over there, and then she sees him, and then she like goes, oh, and then she gets up, and then he comes over, he's like, no, sit. And I was like, that's cute. We got a gentleman on our hands right here, ladies. But yeah, I thought that was real cute. So then after that, we had a little break, and then like the director took him aside to have his own like little mini photo shoot. Not the director, the second cameraman had like took him aside to have like his own mini photo shoot. Things just be happening to me. I just be chilling randomly at places, and I just be finding places where people just be coming like near me, and I don't even be thinking about it. I'm blessed. The photographer comes over to near where me and this other model is, while we were like talking, and they came over and they were like right in front of us, and the photographer guy is like, okay, let's take some pictures. And then I'm like, okay, so if he takes these pictures of him, most likely they might end up somewhere. So again, let me just present myself into the picture. So I just like kind of like scooted my way to the other side, because they were like, where we were at, it was kind of like, I was like right here, my friend was here, then Kai was here, and the other side of like where the CDs were, that's where I went, because if the photographer was shooting this way, then we weren't going to be in the scene, but on the other side they were. So I just made my way over there, and as like the photographer person was like snapping, it was just like low-key posing, just in case it ends up somewhere. And then after he got done, he came to us and he's like, hey, I just want to get a couple photos of you guys. And I was like, yeah, sure. To which I don't even know where those photos are. I have not seen them yet. So he took these photos of us, and then we went on our merry freaking way. Damn, I'm vaccinated. Kofi, you better back up. I'm using the Patricia Bright palette. She's black, so that's why I got it. And I used to watch her on YouTube, but she has one here called Yes Peaches, and I feel like it's only fitting if I use it. Like, I don't care if it doesn't even look right. Maybe I need to retract that statement. Yeah, but all in all, like, Kai was really sweet to like the people and to like us. And then probably like maybe like a year, not a year later, probably like a couple months, like 5 months, the commercial had like came out. Despite my best efforts, I wasn't in the final, but my friend was, so I'm glad he got the buyout, you know? But a bit of good news though, I was looking on Kai's page, or was it EXO's page? It was either EXO's or Kai's page, and they posted about him doing the sunglass shoot. And I saw a picture. I like looked in the back, and I was like, oh, that's like one of the pictures that the photographer took. And the way that he edited it, he kind of just like brightened up Kai's face, and then everything in the back kind of like made it a little bit dark. So I was thinking, I'm dark and the background's dark, so maybe if we lighten up the background, you'll be able to see me, you know? So I took the picture, and I like lightened it up, and bam, I was in the background. Dang, they couldn't use like a photo when I was actually like doing my modeling. I was getting down to business. But yes, then I posted about it, and then like people saw me. I was surprised. They were like, yeah, I was wondering who that was in the background. You can actually kind of see me in the background without like brightening it too, but you just see that there's a person back there. You don't really see my face. If you like brighten it a little bit, you can see my face. And let me tell you, Kai fans are like diehard fans, because it's like as soon as I posted that, they were like flooding my Twitter and like my Instagram about it. They were like so sweet. They were like, oh my gosh, how was it working with Kai? I knew I saw someone in the background. I wonder who it was. And they were like, thank you for being so nice to Kai or whatever. I don't know. They were sweet. I love EXO fans. And plus I like my cousins, because you know I'm an Agase and we basically cousins, so what's up? But yeah, all in all, it's like a good experience, because I was literally having a bad week because my job, just being on set and then seeing him kind of like and so yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.